So I got this kick-ass room. It's just outside Seattle, north side, and it's cheaper than most of the cruddy little motel, not going to mention them, rooms with cockroaches running around. This place is sweet. I got 2 TVs, king size bed, a living area, desk. Yeah, like I really need that, right? For all my crap. So, alright, so I said I got a new sleeping pad, Thermarest, which I hate Thermarest, but they didn't have Nemo, and Nemo keeps blowing up on me. So what am I going to do? It's got an R value of 4.2, which is pretty good. The Neo Air X-Lite, 15 ounces for the wide, and I'm a side sleeper. I roll around. So I'm relaxing today. Like I said, I didn't get into the hotel till late last night, and had dinner, went to bed. This morning I've had breakfast. I'm getting ready to jump in the shower, and I think I'm going to run back to REI. I'm really thinking about getting that Hyperlite pack. Price isn't bad. I mean, and it's waterproof. So whether I just finish hitting the border and that's all the hiking I do, or I do some of the Pacific Northwest Trail, or anywhere else I go, I'm thinking about switching out to it. You know, I love my ULA packs, but it sucks. It absorbs water, and that kind of bugs me. And I can shave pound plus off if I go with like the 3400 from Hyperlite. So I think I might just run back to REI and check them out a little bit more. I looked last night while I was there and kind of thought about it. You know, my duplex is wet on the inside because of the moisture, but I can live with that. But if the inside of the pack gets wet, that really sucks. I mean, I have dry bags for everything, but again, those really don't hold all the time. So yeah, I might just do that. Just gives me something to do today. And hey, gear shops are like, you know, porn stores. I mean, come on, they are. It's cool just to look around, touch, and look, and you know, you can touch. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna get in the shower and head on out to the REIs. All right, guys, Chili Bean getting wet and wet. All right, guys, so who's ready for some gear porn, right? All right, before I show you the new stuff, as you guys may have known, this is my second ULA pack. The other one was fully loaded, stolen from me. I've liked the ULA packs a lot. One thing I don't like is they do absorb water, and it gets heavier by the day. And especially in this type of weather, when it's moist, it's never going to dry out fully. I tried putting some Nick wax on it. I think that probably would help, but it's still not that great. Another thing I do not like on the ULA pack is these tension support thing here on the back. It never seems to want to hold your stuff. When you stick your stuff in the pack, all of a sudden these things get tight as heck and you can't get in and out of it. I've dealt with it. It's bugged me the entire time on trail. So it is nice to hang socks and things off of, but you know, and this mesh type stuff, I mean, I don't even know what you call this, like Lycra. It's all right, doesn't breathe real well, so anything inside stays wet, and it's never going to dry inside of there. I did add some more tension on the bottom because I like to keep my pack on the outside, or my tent, I'm sorry, on the outside of my pack. Pack is held up pretty well. The sternum strap kept breaking. I kept jerry-rigging it, trying to sew it, but just never really held up very well. Jerry-rigging it worked good enough, but you know, another problem with this, anything you put in these pockets is just going to get soaked. As you're walking through the brush, that's the first thing to get wet, right at your hips. So anything in these pockets got soaked. But pack's pretty good. I think the pack without any additions, this is the Catalyst, is right at 3 pounds, 48 ounces, I believe. So, you know, other than the sternum strap, it held up pretty well. I changed out the hip belt because I lost weight. But I mean, other than that, the pack is in pretty darn good shape, other than the sternum strap. I mean, bleach got spilled in it, and I mean, so it's faded some, but you know, it's looks pretty good, darn good shape. You know, people actually asked me not too long ago, did I get a new pack? Because that's kind of how good it looks. I mean, I do take good care of my gear, and I try to be very careful. The most useless piece of gear I've carried all the way from Campo. I think I used this stupid thing one time, and it was okay, but then the wind was catching me. I thought I was going to parasail right off, it was coming out of Scissors Crossings. I was going to parasail right off the mountain. 8 ounces, I think. I think I laid under a tree one other day down the desert. But yeah, pretty useless. In the rain, I didn't even think about getting it out. I didn't want to carry it. And to hook it up here is kind of messed up. Supposedly there are some straps they make to hold it, but I'm done with that. All right, first things first, thermarest. I went with the Hyperlite, I believe is what it's called. Not sure. Box was somewhere. Who knows where it went to? But the Neo Air, 15 ounces. I don't really like thermarest pads, but basically it's all they had, and it's 15 ounces compared to that other thing I bought that was only 20 inches wide, and that thing's like 1.7 pounds. So I'm losing a half a pound by switching to this, and this is also a wide version. So that's what I'm got. All right, now for the sexy bastard. Hyperlite mountain gear, Wind Rider 4400. I probably didn't need the 44. I probably could have gone with the 3400, but this is a 70-liter pack. That's a lot of pack. This one was supposed to be 75. You tell me. This fit everything, Bearcan included, could go horizontally. I don't know if the Bearcan can go horizontally in the Hyperlite. I haven't researched that, but this thing is waterproof. I wanted it in the black, which is a thicker pack, but I was just happy to find the Wind Rider at all, let alone the 4400. I think this thing comes out at 2.5 pounds, is all this thing does. That's crazy light. 2.43 pounds. So I'm saving 1.5 pounds. Just dropped another pound or half pound over there. That's 2 pounds. Half a pound on the sleeping. We're up to 2.5 pounds right there. And I'm gonna cut some other little gear out that I've carried and I really haven't used. But yeah, this is the new pack. Frame, it's got 2 stays in there, just like my ULA. This, I just loaded it up. Feels really nice on the back. I put 40 pounds at REI when I was trying it on, and it felt fine, no issues. One thing I like about this one is it's got a bigger hip belt. The ULA hip belt is kind of a wide deal, and it's small, and I had issues with it all the time. Two things here to tension each side. It just got in the way. It spin up underneath the belt. Yeah, I don't like that design. And the little tiny thing here, the actual clasp, is small. This is probably, 1.5 times bigger on this one. So, I mean, we're looking at almost probably 1.5 inch belt here, where this inch with the Y, yeah. So, retiring the Catalyst, switching over to the Hyperlite Southwest or Wind Rider 4400. REI doesn't carry any of the add-ons, so I did switch over my chest pocket here, belt pocket, whatever you want to call it, over to this one. The pockets, they've got a more waterproof zipper. I think that's going to help out. Don't know how waterproof the actual pocket is. Looks to be kind of the same material that my other one, but it seems like it's waxy on the inside, so hoping it's a lot better. It's definitely going to pull moisture though from the belt, because that goes through the inside, so it can wick moisture, I'm guessing. But that's the Wind Rider 4400, guys. Big pack. I'm pretty sure that I can fit the bear can in here horizontally. It just looks big enough. I don't know anybody who had a 4400 on trail. I know a bunch of people with 34s. They had to put theirs horizontal or vertically. So next time I need a bear can, I'm pretty sure this will hold it horizontally. Don't quote me on that. I still have to research it. So I did that. A while back, I got a new dry bag for my clothes. The thing weighs a ton. It's got a clasp on it that weighs probably 3 ounces by itself. So I picked up a new dry sack for my clothing. Now, the bag's waterproof. Do I need all the dry sacks? No. This thing weighs 1.4 ounces. But I like to have everything compartmentalized. So I know I'm going to pull out the red one. It's going to be my clothes. So, all right, guys. Another thing I bought, you've probably seen me with the maroon, reddish, whatever you want to call beanie. I love it. It's polyester. It's good. I like it. This one is wool. Yeah. Sometimes I hike with the red one on and then it gets wet. So I go to sit down, you know, it's wet. I like to hang it up to dry. And just hiking in one, and when I wear it at night, if I get it real wet, you know. So I saw this one and I really liked it. So hey, I bought me a new hat. Another pair of Darn Toughs. I must buy these. I mean, I might as well, you know, buy them by the case. Lifetime warranty. They're not. These are go a little higher up the calf. It's boot length. It's cold near the border, so I had 2 pair of ankle and one that I don't know what that's called. It's the little taller micro crew, I think. Yeah, micro crew. This is a little taller, the boot sock. So I'll grab another pair of those. Now, since I like to keep my tent, sticking with the Z-Packs duplex, I didn't want to spend $400, $450 on a big Agnes. Plus, I was going to gain like 2 pounds. I like the duplex single wall though. Only issue. Other than that, I love the tent. Lots of room, weighs nothing. So I like to keep my tent on the outside, so I bought some extra straps. I have to research because the Wind Rider has these 2 little things here on the outside. Don't have a strap with them. Don't really know what they're for. But I bought the straps. I can hook these in, strap my tent right to the back like I have been the entire time. That way, if it is wet, even though it's in a dry bag, it's not going in and out of the pack. This thing kind of gets dirty, you know, and when you put it away, stuff gets on the outside of the dry bag, and I just like to keep it outside the pack. So, all right, guys, that's the new gear. that we're going to finish up this hike with. I'm going to hit the border, then go see if I can hit any other spots. If not, I might go, like I said, do some of the Pacific Northwest Trail. Haven't exactly made up my mind yet. But so that's the idea. I'm in a much better mood now that I spent 4 hours at the gear shop playing with gear. Like I said, it's gear porn, you know, come on. Who doesn't like buying new stuff and playing with stuff at the store, you know? So, new beanie, straps, little thing of hot sauce. Love this stuff. Blue agave sriracha. Love this stuff. Like $2. So, all right, guys. I'm gonna get everything packed, play around with this, and see how it fits. Right off the bat, though, I do like this meshy, whatever you want to call it, back on this. I can see it causing problems. I can see it catching on things. I didn't want the Southwest. It's got the, I don't know what kind of fabric it is, but it's full, it's solid. This is gonna allow things to fall out. I'm always picking leaves and crud out of my ULA. But it's gonna let things air dry a lot better. And ventilation, and I can see what's in there. I don't have to dig out to see if I had something in the packet, make sure I didn't lose it, which I like. So I'm gonna get it set up, see how I pack it, figure it out, see what works for me. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna play with my new gear for a little while, and we'll talk to you a little bit later. Okay? Hey, it's new gear, right? All right, guys, so first thoughts about my new Hyperlite 4400 Wind Rider. It's awful darn tall, right? I don't understand that. Why does it have to be so tall? The 3400 is only a few inches shorter, like 4 inches. Why have it that tall? Why not add a little more bulk to the actual pack? Do you need it this high above your head? Not really. So that's the only really complaint I can find about it. I packed it up pretty darn heavy. It's got everything I need for 7 days, even though I'm not going to be that long. And I threw in a little extra water, walked around with it. Carries very nice. It's supposed to carry up to 60 pounds. Right now it's probably 45-ish. And it feels very nice. We'll see what happens when I get actually on trail. But yeah, it's feels pretty nice. But again, instead of having it be like 8 feet tall, make it a little wider. You know, shorten it up. Help with bear cans, things like that. So, all right, guys, that's my take on it. But hey, I think it's gonna be a nice pack for the end of this trip and my next hike. I have a hike planned as soon as I go back and finish PCT in a few days. Not gonna tell you where it is. Car's already broken into and stuff stolen, so gonna kind of leave something on the side note there. But hey, yep, getting ready to finish the PCT, hitting that northern terminus, and then I got another hike. So, all right, guys, I'm just hanging out, relaxing, had some business, like I said, I had to do today, and be heading out. So, all right, guys, you guys have a wonderful evening, morning, night, afternoon, wherever you are. And if you like these videos, please subscribe. So, all right, guys, Jelly Bean getting ready to hit the rack.